All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. Today,
So,
we are diving into something that I think a lot of you are going to be really interested in, especially if you've been struggling with trying to reach high-income clients.
yeah, it's, we've all been there
Right.
trying to figure out how to get in front of those people. And this is kind of a unique approach to doing that.
Yeah, and it all revolves around this new tool called Barnum PT.
That's right.
Okay, Barnum PT. Now, just hearing that name, I'm already a little bit curious.
Yeah.
Um, is this some kind of AI physical therapist for our funnels? What is...
Not quite, do. Although that's a funny thought, like getting our funnels, all fit and in shape and ready to go.
Right.
But Barn PT is all about building those funnels that are going to guide customers towards a purchase, and it does it in a way that's going to be particularly effective on LinkedIn, which we know is a platform that's not really known for hard selling.
Yeah, I mean, when I think of LinkedIn, I think of thought leadership and carefully curated professional profiles, not really like a place where you're going to do a lot of direct selling.
Yeah, for sure.
So how does this thing work? Is it like some super secret exclusive platform that only the elite marketers get access to?
Actually, no, it's surprisingly accessible. It's a browser extension, so anybody can download this.
Wow.
And it really focuses on 3 core functions: asking for funnels, asking for landing pages, and then this really cool thing, the funnel hacker tool belt.
Okay, so asking for funnels, it makes it sound like I could just type in, make me $1 million and poof, a funnel appears.
If only it were that easy.
Right.
But I mean, the idea is kind of similar. Imagine you're building a house. You don't just start throwing bricks together. You need a blueprint. You need a plan. So Barnum PT is like your AI architect for building your funnels. So you tell it, I need a webinar funnel or I need a product launch funnel. And it will actually build out that entire structure for you. The landing pages, the email sequences, all of that.
Instead of me having to, pull my hair out and figure out all the different pieces, this thing just kind of spits out this, perfectly structured funnel based on what exactly?
Well, that's where it gets interesting, because this is powered by OpenAI.
Okay.
And OpenAI is, that's the same technology that powers things like ChatGPT and Jasper and all of those AI tools that are out there. But here's the really interesting part. The brains behind the marketing side of this is Russell Brunson.
Wait, Russell Brunson?
Yeah.
ClickFunnels Russell Brunson?
The one and only, yeah.
So the king of funnels.
Yes, and so it's taking all of his knowledge, his years and years of experience of what makes a funnel convert, and they've kind of distilled that down into this AI tool.
Oh man, so it's like having his secret weapon, but in a software.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not just some, random AI pulling things out of thin air. This is trained on what actually works in the real world, and particularly for reaching those high-income buyers that are on LinkedIn.
Okay, so let's talk about this target audience a little bit. Why are these high-income buyers on LinkedIn such a sought-after, group of people? I mean, aren't there easier fish to fry in the marketing world?
Yeah, I mean, there are easier people to target for sure, but it's all about lifetime value.
Okay.
So when you think about it, a high-income professional who's actively engaged on LinkedIn, they probably have a lot more disposable income. They're more likely to be receptive to high-ticket offers, and they could become a really loyal customer for years to come. So you're not just, looking for the quick sale. You're actually trying to build something long-term with this type of client.
Okay, that makes sense. But, LinkedIn has always seemed to me like this kind of delicate ecosystem. Like, you can't just barge in there with, your megaphone shouting, buy my stuff.
Yeah, that's very true.
You're
going to get, kicked off the platform real quick if you do that.
Yeah. So how does Barnum BT kind of, navigate that? What's its approach?
Well, it's unique in the fact that it focuses on building that trust, building that relationship, providing value, and then guiding them on this journey towards a purchase. So it's less of a sales pitch, and it's more of building a partnership.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about, asking for funnels, but what about landing pages? I mean, that's always the make or break point for me.
Sure. Well, they've got you covered there too.
Yeah.
You can actually ask Barnum PT to create high converting landing pages from scratch.
Wow.
And these are tailored specifically for your offer and for that LinkedIn audience. But it gets even cooler because it can rewrite existing pages that you already have to make them better.
So I can take my old tired landing pages and feed it to this AI and it'll spit out a brand new.
Yeah, like a makeover, a landing page makeover. So it takes what you've already got, analyzes it, sees what's working, what's not, and then makes suggestions to improve the copy, the design, the call to action, all of that, to make it irresistible to your ideal client.
Okay, now I got to ask the question that I'm sure is on everybody's mind right now.
Yeah.
How much does all of this cost?
Okay, so are you ready for this?
Yeah, hit me.
Barnum PT is being offered for free.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, free as in $0.
Yeah.
There's got to be a catch. Nobody's giving away this kind of power for free.
Yeah, you're right. There's always a catch, right? So the catch is that there is a built-in affiliate program.
Okay.
So you'll probably see some ads, within the extension, but that's how they're able to offer the core functionality for free.
So it's kind of like those free apps, that have ads. It's like a small price to pay for what could be a pretty serious marketing upgrade.
Exactly. And, if you're just starting out or you don't have a huge marketing budget, this is a great opportunity to get your hands on some really cool AI technology and start, playing around with it without breaking the bank.
I like that. And if the ads are relevant to what I'm doing,
Yeah.
they might actually be helpful.
Yeah, that's true.
But I got to ask that, the big elephant in the room, whenever we talk about free tools, is data privacy.
Of course.
Where's all my stuff going?
That's a valid concern for sure. But the good news is Barnum Paris stores everything locally. So it's right there in your browser. It's not going off to some, mysterious server farm. You're in control of your data.
Okay, good. I'm all for, leveraging the power of AI.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be at the expense of my, privacy.
Yeah.
So we've got this free tool that's built on Russell Brunson's marketing expertise. It's powered by OpenAI, and it's specifically designed to help us reach these high-income buyers on LinkedIn. This is almost starting to sound too good to be true.
It is a very compelling proposition.
It is.
And we haven't even talked about the funnel hacker tool belt yet, and that's where things get really, really interesting.
All right, cliffhanger alert. We're going to have to dive into that tool belt in the next segment. But for now, I need a minute to process all this AI-powered funnel awesomeness. We'll be right back.
So are you ready to unlock the secrets of this funnel hacker tool belt?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Let's crack this thing open. I want to see what's inside.
Okay, so imagine you're scrolling through LinkedIn and you see your competitor's ad and it's just getting tons of engagement.
Happens all the time.
Right, you're like, what is their secret? What kind of funnel are they using to pull this off?
Yeah, how are they getting all the love?
Right, and so with this tool, you can actually dissect their funnel and you can see what makes it tick.
Wait, so I can peek behind the curtain and see what my competitors are doing?
It's like X-ray vision for marketing campaigns.
That's kind of awesome.
It is, and it's not about stealing their ideas. It's about understanding what works, especially when you're targeting this unique audience of high-income professionals on LinkedIn, because they're not persuaded by the same tactics that might work on other platforms.
Yeah, I mean, they're bombarded with marketing messages all day long. They can smell a generic sales pitch a mile away.
Right, exactly. So you have to be smarter, you have to be more strategic, and that's where this tool belt comes in, because it allows you to analyze what's already working for others who are successfully reaching that same audience. So you can see, what kind of content are they using? What offers are they making? What psychological triggers are they pulling?
Okay, so it's like learning from the best, but in a way that's totally ethical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not about copying, it's about leveraging the power of observation and analysis, and then you can take those insights and you can combine them with Barnum T's ability to build those custom funnels and landing pages, and you've got a really powerful combination.
Okay, so now that makes sense how it all kind of ties together. But let's talk practicality for a second.
Okay.
Let's say I'm using ClickFunnels,
Uh-huh.
but I also have some landing pages over on Go High Level.
Right.
Can Barnum Key work across different platforms like that?
Yeah, and that's actually one of the really cool features, that it has something called instant page transfer.
Oh, tell me more.
So you can actually move landing pages between different platforms like ClickFunnels, classic ClickFunnels 2.0, Go High Level, without having to rebuild them from scratch.
Oh man, that would save me so much time.
Right.
I've wasted hours and hours trying to make landing pages look good when I switch platforms.
It's a massive time saver. And time is money, especially when you're running a business.
Okay, so we've got the AI funnel building, we've got the landing page wizardry, we've got the competitor analysis tool belt, all for free. Is there anything we should be, cautious about? Are there any red flags we should be aware of?
Yeah, I think as with any tool, you got to use it wisely, right?
Right.
So Barnum PT can build you an amazing funnel, but it's still up to you to create a compelling offer. You got to create engaging content, and you got to nurture those relationships with your audience. Right. So it's not like a magic bullet.
No, it's not a magic bullet.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like having a fancy kitchen, You still got to know how to cook.
Right. You got to put in the work.
Exactly. And it's still a relatively new tool.
Yeah.
So, as with any AI-powered technology, there might be a little bit of a learning curve
Of
as it
course.
evolves and improves.
And we've got those ads, that are in the extension. That's how they're keeping the lights on.
Right. It's a trade-off. But I think for a lot of people, the value that you get in return, access to Russell Brunson's marketing expertise, these AI-powered features, the ability to reach these high-income buyers on LinkedIn, it far outweighs, that minor inconvenience of seeing a few ads.
Yeah, it's like those freemium models that we see everywhere these days. You get a little taste of the good stuff, and if you like it, you can always upgrade later.
Yeah.
Do we know if there's going to be a paid version of Barnum PAP at some point? There's no official word on that yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if down the road they offer, additional features, maybe some integrations or some, support options for paid users.
Okay, so for now, it's like a free beta test, but with a level of sophistication that we don't normally see in a beta product.
Right, and that's what makes it so exciting.
Yeah.
We're witnessing the evolution of AI in marketing.
It's true.
And tools like this are really at the forefront.
It's pretty cool. Okay, so we've talked about the Funnel Hacker tool belt.
Yeah.
We've talked about the instant page transfer. We've even, touched on some of the potential downsides of Barnum PT. I'm curious, from your perspective, how does this tool fit into the bigger picture of AI in marketing?
That's a great question. I think it represents a shift in how marketers are going to be approaching their work. We're moving beyond just intuition and guesswork.
Right, throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks.
Exactly. AI gives us the ability to, analyze data. We can identify patterns. We can make more informed decisions. But it's not about replacing human creativity or intuition.
Okay.
It's about augmenting it.
So it's like having a super smart assistant who can crunch the numbers and point us in the right direction.
Exactly.
But ultimately, we're still the ones calling the shots.
Precisely. And that's where the real magic happens, when you can combine that human ingenuity with the AI insights.
I like that.
That's when we can create, marketing campaigns that are not just effective, but they're truly extraordinary.
Okay, so that brings up a bigger question. What does the future hold for AI in marketing? Is this just the beginning?
No, I think we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
As AI continues to evolve, we're going to see, even more sophisticated tools and techniques emerge.
So should all of us marketers be like learning to code or something? How do we prepare for this AI-powered future?
I don't think we all need to become data scientists overnight,
Okay.
but it's important to, stay curious, stay informed, and be willing to adapt.
So no need to panic and enroll in a coding boot camp just yet,
Not yet.
but we should be paying attention.
Yeah, absolutely. And tools like Barnum PT are a great way to kind of dip your toes in the water and start experimenting with, AI-powered marketing.
For sure. And hey, if it can help us reach those high-income buyers on LinkedIn, I'm all for it.
Me too.
All right, so we've talked a lot about the potential of AI, but I want to bring it back to the present, Barnum PT, and some practical steps that our listeners can take.
Sure.
So if you're intrigued by what you've heard today and you want to explore Barnum PT for yourself, we've included a link in the show notes where you can find more information. It's https://tiny.tc/Barnum. That's tiny.tdc/BARNUM.
Definitely worth checking out, especially if you're looking to level up your marketing game and see what this whole AI thing is all about.
Okay, so I think we've kept our listeners on the edge of their seats long enough.
I think so.
It's time to reveal the answer to that burning question.
Wow.
What exactly makes a funnel successful on LinkedIn, especially when you're trying to reach these high-income professionals?
All right, let's dive into that in the next segment.
Okay, so the moment of truth has arisen. We've talked about Barnum PT, this AI-powered funnel building tool. We've talked about the Funnel Hacker tool belt, and we talked about these elusive high-income buyers on LinkedIn. But the question remains, what actually makes a funnel work on LinkedIn?
Especially when you're trying to reach those discerning professionals.
Right, because we all know LinkedIn is not exactly the most salesy platform. You can't just, throw up a banner ad with some screaming discount and expect those high-income folks to come running.
No, it's not going to work.
So what's the secret sauce here?
Well, remember how we talked about Russell Brunson being the, marketing mastermind behind Barnum PT?
Yeah.
His whole approach to funnels is all about building relationships, establishing authority, providing value up front. And that's really important on LinkedIn, where trust and credibility are paramount.
Okay, so it's not about the hard sell. It's more about,
Yeah.
Building that, like and trust factor.
Exactly. High-income professionals are business people. They're not going to waste their time on something that doesn't immediately resonate with them. So your funnel needs to grab their attention, pique their interest, and really demonstrate that you understand their unique challenges and aspirations.
So what kind of content actually works to do that? Is it all about thought leadership and sharing, industry insights?
That's definitely a part of it. Think about the kind of content that gets shared and engaged with on LinkedIn. It's usually something insightful, thought-provoking, and relevant to their professional lives.
So no cat videos or memes?
Probably not the best strategy.
Okay, good to know.
But think about things like case studies, white papers, webinars that offer some actionable advice, or even behind-the-scenes glimpses into your expertise.
So really showcasing your value in a way that feels authentic and engaging.
Exactly. You're not trying to sell to them, you're trying to connect with them.
I like that.
You're offering solutions to their problems, insights that can help them, advance their careers, opportunities to expand their network and their knowledge.
So it's about positioning yourself as a thought leader, not a salesperson.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's get even more specific here.
Sure.
Let's say I'm using Barnum TAT to build a funnel targeting high-income financial advisors on LinkedIn. What are some specific tactics I could use?
Okay, well, think about the pain points that financial advisors face. Maybe it's attracting new clients, managing complex portfolios, or staying ahead of those ever-changing industry regulations.
Oh yeah, regulation's always a fun topic.
Right, so your funnel could offer a free guide to the latest regulatory changes, a webinar on client acquisition strategies, or even a mini course on portfolio optimization. So you're providing valuable content that directly addresses their needs and establishes you as an authority in their field.
So you're giving them a taste of your expertise before asking for anything in return.
Precisely, and this is where the Funnel Hacker Toolbelt comes in handy, because you can analyze what's already working for other businesses that are targeting financial advisors, see what kind of content they're using, what offers they're making, and then adapt those strategies for your own campaign.
It's like having a cheat sheet for success.
Yeah, well, not exactly a cheat sheet, but more like a roadmap. It gives you insights and inspiration, but it's still up to you to create a funnel that's unique and tailored to your specific audience and offer.
Okay, so we've talked about the importance of building relationships, providing value, positioning yourself as an expert. But what about the actual sales part? How do we move these high-income professionals through the funnel and actually convert them into paying clients?
Right. Well, that's where the subtle art of persuasion comes in. You've already built that trust, you've established your authority. Now it's about presenting your offer in a way that aligns with their needs and aspirations.
So no cheesy sales pitches or high-pressure tactics.
No, definitely not. It's about highlighting the benefits of your product or service, showcasing testimonials from satisfied clients, ideally other high-income professionals, and creating a sense of exclusivity or urgency.
So like join this exclusive group of top-performing financial advisors and unlock the secrets to exponential growth.
There you go. You got it. It's about appealing to their desire for success, recognition, and belonging.
Okay.
But remember, authenticity is key.
Right.
You don't want to make promises you can't keep or try to be someone you're not, because they'll see right through that.
Yeah, for sure. So it's about building genuine relationships, understanding their needs, and positioning your offer as a solution that can help them achieve their goals.
Exactly. And what's so great about using a tool like Barnum PD is it streamlines that whole process. It automates a lot of the tasks, and it gives you those data-driven insights you need to create a funnel that's highly effective for the specific audience.
It's like having a secret weapon for reaching these high-income buyers on LinkedIn.
You could say that, but it's just a tool. The real magic happens when you combine it with your own creativity, your strategy, and your understanding of your target market.
Well said. So for anyone listening who's ready to unlock the power of AI-driven funnel building and tap into this lucrative market of high-income professionals on LinkedIn, be sure to check out Barnum PT. We've included a link in the show notes where you can find more information. It's https://tiny.cc/Barnum. That's tiny.cc/BARNUM.
It's definitely worth checking it out, especially if you're looking to level up your marketing game and see what this whole AI thing is all about.
That's right. It's time to level up your marketing game, reach new heights of success, and who knows, maybe you'll even inspire the next generation of marketing superstars along the way.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.